To be loved by all denotes that you have lost more parts of yourself than those you're capable of finding. How to be a more likable person? Well, I don't believe there is a science or an outline on how to be a more likable person than the document of life itself. The one that says to play nice all the time and not to make trouble and to be at peace with others and not at war. And of course, to go with the flow of things the majority of the time. It's the outline that says to stay within the box and never to color outside the lines. That's how you can be a more likable person in society's eyes. However, coming from someone who dares to be unlikable, because as you know and I know, it takes great courage to go against the grain, right? To stand up for what you believe in and to be unique in a good and productive way. That takes courage, because if you have the courage to stand outside of the grain, you are going to get a lot of people that do not like that. And that's okay. So that's why that saying, it takes courage to be disliked, is so powerful, because it's truth. But there are 3 ways that I know for sure that you can start practicing to help you become a more likable person. And the first way is to let truth flow from your lips at all times. Always speak the truth. Always stand firm in the truth. It matters, because when truth speaks, it says a lot without needing to be loud. Lie, on the other hand, does the opposite. And that in itself is powerful. That in itself says, I am authentic and I don't mind standing outside of the box. So always speak your truth at all times. And the second way that you can be a more likable person is to stand up for what is right, even when others do not. It's like that old saying that says, if you stand for nothing, you will fall for anything. That is a very real truth. So that too takes courage. It takes courage to stand for what is right when everyone else is falling for what is wrong. But if you do that, in the long run, you will be a more likable person. I promise you. The third way that you can be a more likable person is to always be your authentic self. I cannot stress this enough. Because if you're always your true self, you're not trying to mold and shape yourself to be who someone else wants you to be who society wants you to be. That too says that you have the courage to be different, to stand outside of the box, to color outside of the lines. If you practice these 3 tips, you will be and remain a likable person. You'll weed out the people who aren't for you, and you'll find and cultivate the ones who are. I'm going to say that again because it's so good to me. If you practice these 3 tips, you will be and remain a likable person. You will weed out the people who aren't for you, and you will find and cultivate those who are. That is how you become a more likable person. Not when you fold to who society wants you to be, but who you know you are to be, who you were created to be. Because it's easy to be like everybody else. It's easy to do the same things and to say the same things and to always agree and to never make waves. But that simply means that you're a sheep following the wrong leader. That's what that means. And the affirmation of today really solidifies this. It says, I am not worried about who does not like me. I will focus on loving myself and grow right where I am. That is a very true statement, my friends. Focus on loving yourself. Focus on growing right where you are. Always be your authentic self, and those who are meant to be in your space will come in your space and stay in your space. There you have it. 3 ways to help you become a more likable person. And if you did not know, I am author and healer Katie Gates, and this is the place where I help women like you and me become the best people that we can be. If that is your thing, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, and drop me a comment. Tell me, are you worried about being a more likable person? And if you are, why? Again, thank you so much for being here. I am truly grateful and I appreciate you all. Until next time, bye bye. Now I get to drink my tea.